Hi guys, thank you for joining the live stream. I hope the audio is coming fine. You won't believe what just happened. I just shut down my computer and I was about to go to sleep. And at that very moment, the last time I checked Twitter, all I see is updates from like 5 minutes back, few seconds back, uh, 10 minutes back. All I see is that Donald Trump has been shot. What the fuck? And I hope, I'm guessing this video will get demonetized or get taken down, or something bad is going to happen with the video anyway. But I thought, let's see if anyone is online. Let's just talk to people, my NRI viewers and stuff, and all the crazy Indians who are probably still alive. So let me just check if I'm simcasting on Twitter already or not. um yeah, people are watching on Twitter as well. So anyway, let me just show you the video. Okay, for now I have found some footage only on, I could not find anything on Twitter. All I found was on YouTube, on this guy called Meet Kevin's handle. Okay. um yeah, so check this out.
Holy crap, not clickbait. Donald Trump just got shot. There's blood on him. This is crazy.
So he will show some footage, and then we will discuss the implications and who might have done it, some possible theories, conspiracy theories. Probably at this point everything is going to be a conspiracy theory. And then we'll discuss the implications for it in terms of US elections, and then we'll discuss the implications for it for India, his victory or loss.
This is a horrible, horrible moment. This is not the way to handle any kind of dislike for Trump, to shoot at a president.
These commies won't stop at anything. Yeah, even I was about to go to sleep, and at that very moment, just for the last time when I was checking Twitter, I found out that Donald Trump has just been shot on a live rally. These commies won't stop at anything. And Biden, Democrats, all these commies have countless times gone on saying that he is a fascist, and it's okay for people to be violent against such people, etc. All this is coming for non-left people in India as well. Okay, so let me show you the footage now. Unbelievable. And the thumbnail you are seeing is what was shared by Tucker Carlson.
This is absolutely insane. Watch this. Here we go. Ready? It happens pretty fast.
Then if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready. Move. Move. Go.
Yeah, and then they cut the mic right here. So what happened is, right here you could see what looked like military, or probably it looks like a National Guard person with also some individuals in like SWAT gear. The Secret Service immediately jumped on Donald Trump when he's hit here. So you could watch. Let's watch that one more time. We're gonna go in a little slow motion here. Oh, it's right there. This is the moment. Hold on.
If you want to really see something that said,
okay, ready? We're gonna go slow motion here. We're gonna play this back at half speed.
Take a look what happened.
Boom. Here. He ducks. Secret Service jumps on him. Multiple more shots. And then what you're going to find after that, you're going to see the SWAT-style officers hopping on the stage in just a moment. This is half speed right now, right? There, and you can hear their calms.
Move it in the square.
Happens to a car. He's got blood on him clearly. Here. Watch this. There he is. Holy hit. He's been getting carried out by the Secret
Well, there you go,
Service right
guys.
now.
We
Holy
unbelievable
crap.
information right now as we see President Trump being taken away from the podium there in Butler, Pennsylvania. We did hear some shots there. We don't know what it was that happened. You're looking at the same thing we're looking at right now. I was literally without the suit jacket, just watching the coverage. We heard the loud noise.
Let this go on in the background. I'll just keep an eye on Twitter for any further updates and stuff. Okay. All I can understand right now is that he got shot on the right cheek or on the ears. Okay, and he was bleeding already.
Noises. And we are live right now on Right Side Broadcasting Network.
Holy crap. It's absolutely crazy. This is an assault on democracy right here. This is effed up. This is really crazy. I'm just surprised that this can happen. This is, I mean, I know there are a lot of people here, but holy crap. I mean, I'm assuming somebody was able to sneak in from the sound of it, it sounds like some form of like maybe a 9mm pistol is what it sounded like. Obviously, it didn't sound like a rifle or anything heavy or heavily powered, but it's clearly a big deal here. Hold on. Look at that. So I'm shocked. I mean, look at this. You got multiple. What do we got here? We got what look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Secret Service agents around him here. You've got one Secret Service agent picking up what looks like, was Trump wearing his hat? Let me see. We're going to go back and see if Trump was wearing his hat when he was giving his prez. He was. So his hat fell off, or he took his hat off. Whatever. Let's play it again because it's just absolutely unbelievable.
A little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
He was wearing his hat there.
Was there a third shot right now after about 3-4 seconds? Madras Musing, that is my thumbnail, no?
Was wearing his hat there. He was wearing his hat there.
There, after he has fallen down, some more shots are fired, and there's, I think, another shot a few seconds later. So I'm wondering if the attacker already committed suicide. There, another shot just fired, right? So I think there the attacker might have just shot himself or herself. Now, obviously, we are in blind conspiracy theory territory at the moment, but so the attacker was probably standing on the left side from the viewer position, because that's from that angle he tried to shoot Trump, and that's when the bullet grazed past his cheek and ears.
It's absolutely crazy. So it sounds like it was some form of, I mean, look at this. You've got people starting to lie down over here. Obviously, if there's like a mass shooting or something like that, but it looks like this was specifically targeted at the president. Yeah,
it's many presidents have died already, but Ronald Reagan survived, and I think there was an attempt on Roosevelt as well. I think he survived. I don't remember exactly now. Trump has survived.
He was hit. He was definitely hit. I mean, he's bleeding. So obviously, Trump appears to be okay. But let's show him off the stage here. There he is. He puts his hand up. Let me go back a little more. There we go. Look at that. That's crazy. Gosh,
Well,
what a
there you go,
scary
guys.
freaking world.
Unbelievable information right now as we see.
Yeah, this is really intense. So I think there's a later part here where we see Trump getting in this vehicle. Let's see it here if we get an angle on this. Here, guardsmen, Secret Service.
Miles north of Pittsburgh, and we heard a number of pops. That's what I'll call them for now, pops. I mean, there could be firecrackers, or it could be
There's no
something.
freaking firecrackers. This is insane. I'm pretty sure we see him go in. Okay, yeah. He's already in the car, presumably at this point. I guess the rally.
Firecrackers, yeah. His firecrackers went up to his cheeks and ears and blew and made him bleed.
He's over.
I was very concerned when he was walking down the steps, not to be a dramatic.
Okay, it looks like we've now got mainstream covering this now too. Look at that.
Survive this incident.
Oh, you can see him up on the stage with rifles scanning the audience. Oh, this is intense. What the hell?
I may have just said.
Look at him on the stage looking around. You got one at the staircase. You got Secret Service at the bottom of the stage.
Where is the guy? Didn't someone hold him down or something, pin him down?
What looks like a National Guards person just walked off the stage there. They're scanning. It doesn't look like they have any idea yet what's. Oh, this is to get Trump off. They're covering to get Trump off. There he is. There's the other shot of Trump. Holy shices. Oh
my God. You won't believe what CNN just posted. Okay, I already saw somewhere in some news portal that he fell on the stage and he was rushed away. That's already how the commie media is portraying it. Within fucking minutes of happening it, they're trying to rebrand it. And now I'm seeing Marco Rubio, the former presidential candidate, has just shared a screenshot of CNN. CNN has said Donald Trump is rushed off stage by Secret Service during a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Follow live updates. No attempt on no mention of the attempt on his life. Okay, imagine that.
my gosh, dude, this is really bad. Oh, he's pumping his fist right here, and I think that's what gets everyone to cheer.
Tonight. Kristen, these images that we're showing,
oh my God,
show the president to be conscious, the former president to be conscious.
Jeez.
Okay, Vic London is saying he's dead now.
Let's again. See. And right after you hear "shoot her down," you hear, "Let me get my shoes." Nobody knows my shoes. Still waiting for more on this. Could listen to.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Another shot now. Seconds later.
Ten seconds to the shooter down.
When you're ready, on you. Ready? Move! Up, move! Go! Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand. Get ready. Get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to
Shooters
move?
down.
Shooters down.
We're clear. We're clear. We're clear.
Come on. Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you.
Let me get my shoes.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody. So
Let me get my shoes.
That is going to be his campaign message. That when I was shot, I said, "Let me get my shoes." I was so chilled out. He's going on saying, "Let me get my shoes."
watch out.
Fuck. And he says, "Wait, let me give the pose." Oh my God.
Let me get my shoes. Donald Trump after being shot. Guys, let me get my shoes. Did I hear that right?
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
To the channel, metkevin.com/life.
To take them off.
Can't really see anything.
We're taking a look at, once again, is a live report down there on the ground in Butler, Pennsylvania, where we do have a reporter. I'm going to keep Donald Trump hosting this rally, speaking to his supporters.
That's where it was, that corner right there. These are other people evacuating that area. And now they're sort of moving the camera away from that. So that was the corner. Let's go back and look at that one more time.
On the microphone, Shannon, saying, "Let me grab my shoes," as they tried to take them off.
Okay,
Can't really see anything.
Dot, was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone, Shannon, saying, "Let me grab my shoes."
I found some footage on Twitter. Someone has shared. Let me show you that. So, see, someone has posted that killed that piece of shit. So apparently that guy was on some rooftop. From there he shot it.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there. I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead. Tá vendo? Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó.
Yeah.
As they tried to take them off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay. All right.
Your location.
That's right. Shall I just read from that readout that a White House official just sent out that President Biden has been briefed. These are the officials. His director of the United States Secret Service, Alejandro Mayorkas, of course, the DHS chief, and Liz Sherwood Randall, assistant to the president and Homeland Security advisor. And the following members of President Biden's team participated in that briefing, Shannon. Jeff Zients, of course, the president's chief of staff, Steve Ricchetti, assistant to the president, counselor to the president, and Annie Tomasinini, which is the assistant and deputy chief.
So this means, by the way, someone inside the crowd. This was not from the outside in. Somebody inside the crowd had a handgun that they got into this rally and shot Donald Trump with. That's a clear Secret Service failure. Security is now being heightened at Trump properties across the country, as well as for members of the Trump family. Trump shooter now reported as dead. The individual, let's see here.
To the streets and going crazy. It's going to be left.
I fully endorse President Trump and hope for his rapid recovery. Look at the number of likes in 36 minutes. Yeah, actually, I got a bunch of other thoughts, but I want to kind of have your commentary on what's your takeaway so far.
I've been watching the live news aftermath, and there's apparently an image of a that's claiming to be a shooter. And there's several accounts that are on Twitter, hundreds of thousands of followers, reputable citizen journalists. And so were the first 3 pops at the president, and then the remaining pops, security services taking down the shooter in the crowd, and then
Rashti, I have concerns about that just because he got shot, he's going to win. I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I don't know. See, even after all this, if someone was convinced that Joe Biden is a great president or Democrats are going to do better for them than Trump, I don't really think Trump getting almost killed is going to convince them. They might feel happier or actually angry that Trump is still alive. I don't think it translates to more votes, especially because illegal immigrants are going to be able to vote in, especially in the cities they are holed up in. But who knows on the few days before the elections where they are going to be bust in to vote, okay, because they don't require voting ID cards, lol. So we'll just get back to Patrick Bet-David's podcast, but before that, let me show you what Tucker Carlson said a few 6 months back, okay?
They called him names. He won anyway. They impeached him twice on ridiculous pretenses. They fabricated a lot about what happened on January 6th in order to impeach him again. It didn't work. He came back. Then they indicted him. It didn't work. He became more popular. Then they indicted him 3 more times. And every single time his popularity rose. So if you begin with criticism, then you go to protest, then you go to impeachment, now you go to indictment, and none of them work, what's next? I mean, graph it out, man. We're speeding toward assassination, obviously, and no one will say that. But I don't know how you can reach that conclusion. You know what I mean? Like, they have decided, permanent Washington, both parties have decided that there's something about Trump that's so threatening to them, they just can't have him. They called him names. He won anyway. They impeached him twice on ridiculous pretenses.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, Vivek Ramaswamy had been saying this, and I kind of agreed with him that they are not going to do that. The murder attempt is going to be a little too far because of today's cameras and stuff. Information can leak out much more easily, or actually information might be able to be held back by the powers even more these days, who knows. But they're not going to go up to the assassination point. Everything else that they can do, they will do. And Tucker Carlson said that the assassination attempt is also coming. Now he stands vindicated. Now let's get to some theories now. And we'll check out the PBD podcast as well, because he'll probably have some great thoughts as well, because I was about to go to sleep. It's past my bedtime, and I have my brain is not really functioning at the moment. I'm just on autopilot mode at the moment. So what I'm wondering is, what can be the theories that Trump gets someone to shoot him to so that he can win elections based on sympathy, because some real great sharpshooters, snipers and stuff, who are probably retired special forces, retired Navy SEAL and stuff, they can actually shoot with that kind of precision. Let's find out who the guy was. If that guy was not retired military, then we, I think, can have confirmation that it was an actual attempt at Trump's life. If it was a retired veteran, and then people try to say that no, he was just some Trump hater, even though he was retired veteran who just disliked Trump for some reason, then I'm not really going to believe that story. Is CIA behind this? The deep state includes CIA, their bureaucracy, everything, and all the global powers, or not global powers, America generated powers who operate all over the globe, none of whom want Donald Trump. Because what is the main thing that Donald Trump is going to piss them off with? He's going to stop illegal immigration. If he stops illegal immigration, what happens? The factories in America, whatever they remain, they stop. And further, no one can set up more factories because they want to decrease their dependency on China. They can't decrease their dependency on China unless they start manufacturing. They can't start manufacturing because of their ridiculous minimum wage laws. They can't let go of their minimum wage laws. So it's better that illegal immigration comes in, and they don't have the replacement rates to have a full force of people go on manufacturing for the next 20-30 years. Plus there's labor shortage anyway. Already people are not ready to work, even though they are complaining about being too poor and oppressed under the capitalist state all the fucking time. So which Europe realized much earlier. They bombed different places. USA bombed different places so that these people, we get an excuse to get them in our country as refugees, create refugees, so that they come to our country as manufacturers. And what that UAE minister had said in 2017, the clips that are the clip that is viral now, that the people you are taking in, they are the criminals we have rejected from our society. Have fun with them. Rashid saying, if Trump made someone shoot himself, then how he managed to convince to commit suicide? Did he commit suicide, or someone some Secret Service member shot him? Because if they did find some, I'm saying that even the suicide theory is possible, because let's say he's in that kind of a desperate position that his family is completely broke, and Trump or his people convince him that his family will be taken care of and stuff, maybe. But more importantly, we don't know that he shot himself or not. Or can you all confirm that? Did he shoot himself? Trump hiring someone to shoot him in the ear, 2 mm from his head. Is that what you're saying? Lol, go to bed, Dada. Do you know what kind of precision Navy SEAL and special forces and Army Ranger snipers have?
Smothering the president. So I think that's the feeling I'm getting here. But what do I feel about this? I am angry. I am angry that someone would make an attempt. I am angry. But you want to talk about defending democracy in America? Let the people vote. That's how you defend democracy in America.
Even if people vote, what's going to happen, bro? Anyone can vote in USA.
And I'm a little annoyed because I feel like the Trump campaign has been maybe almost too confident and almost too trusting of the citizen. And they need to be taking this absolutely seriously. They need to be taking it beyond seriously. We called it on the podcast, and that's my reaction right now. I'm
God dang, yeah, that is what we were going to discuss anyway. That what does it mean for India? If Trump did get killed, it would be a civil war from tomorrow onwards, and that would have put a lot of NRIs in at risk, because they are the most vulnerable lot. They are the most fucking clueless lot probably in all of USA, who don't know anything about USA outside their cool, nice little alleys, and especially the Bengali paras in California or Texas and Austin. So I do fear for them. But now that actually Trump is alive for now, it might not lead to full-scale civil war, but there is going to be some kind of huge protests and stuff going on from tomorrow onwards. It's going to be by MAGA Republicans, and which is going to be crushed with very, very strong hands by the Democrat government, which is going to lead this to escalate further. And all this might give them an excuse to suspend elections altogether. Rashti is saying, also the self-shooting theory can ridiculously backfire under an opposition government and investigation. Now they will have a legitimate reason to put him in jail. Right. See, if Trump has done this, if he has hired, if only this murderer who tried to murder Trump was a retired Navy SEAL, retired Special Forces guy who was a sniper. Without that kind of bio, you could not have done that. But if at all Trump actually did this, it had to be with powers inside deep state as well. Okay, there are different factions even in USA's deep state, right? So there would have been factions who were supporting him, who wanted him to come to power, and therefore no one is going to be significant. No significant name is going to go to jail for this. At least that much I think guarantee you.
Angry, I'm frustrated, and I'm just like.
So if Trump wins because of this, what does it mean for India? Are they going to stop funding the commie academics? Are they going to stop trying to keep India in some kind of check? Probably not. But it's going to create such an upheaval against commie politics that there is already, because commies are going to have a tough time criticizing this, right? And the moment they stammer in their criticism of or their condemnation of this, or when some of them try to deny it, or some of them try to play down the absolute evilness of this situation, like CNN is already doing. They are saying that something happened, he was just rushed off the stage. No mention of the attempt to his life. So if they do that, the mainstream outside academia, mainstream ground level narrative against commies is going to increase further. That indirectly benefits India, of course. The commie academics are doomed now. Hardly, I think, Vic London, because Trump is not going to run his foreign policy alone, and his foreign policy folks are going to say that after all, we are at the top. After all, China is breathing down our necks. After all, India is coming up soon. And after all, we don't have a guarantee of friendship from India, especially not this India now. So let them not become too powerful. Yeah, CNN is calling it an incident. Okay. So Rashi is saying also the ex-special forces guy theory. Is this theory also he has to trust the guy 100% that he won't double cross him? Maybe the guy is a sure shot, but still there's a huge amount of trust involved here. Fair enough. Now, people who achieve such kind of things in life, prime ministership, presidentship, okay, billionaire, people at the top of their field in such competitive fields, where you could argue that Donald Trump is officially the most popular man in all of human history, right? Would it be too tough to imagine that he's that desperate to become the president? Now, I'm still not saying he's an evil person for doing that, but because in the end, it's him coming to power is good for America. America being a stable place is good for NRIs. NRIs having a great life is great for our remittances and stuff. So there are benefits for us if Trump comes to power anyway. But what I'm saying is, even if he did that, even if he's desperate enough, remember that these people like Trump are that desperate. Okay, remember, he could have had an easy life. He was a billionaire. He was a Democrat. He could have had the perfect life with 3 wives, porn stars everywhere. He could have had a life that nobody would have fucked with. Hillary Clinton came to his, or I think all 3 of his weddings probably. He was a New Yorker. The perfect life imaginable for a liberal or a Democrat. He was a New York liberal. From there, this man decides, no, America is going down the drains. I need to save this country. There is no explanation other than patriotism for the entire phenomenon called Donald Trump. No other explanation. From his entire campaigns that started years back, the 12, 13, 14, okay, asking for Barack Obama's birth certificate and stuff those days. Then Barack Obama calling him to the White House press dinner and making fun of him to his face, and him sitting there with a cold face, no reactions. He remains stoic and comes back as president 2 years later, 3 years later. That kind of a man might be desperate enough to become the president once again. But what I'm saying is, he had the perfect life. He came to this. He spent time in jail. He has spent millions fighting off fake cases against him, and now he has been shot as well. But I still don't think anyone who was not convinced of voting for Trump is going to get convinced now. I don't think so. If Trump wins, he will step up the missionary work and will try to separate Northeast as a Christian nation, which will cause a civil war in India. At this point, things don't look good for Hindus. Probably, yeah. But what I disagree with you here is that he's going to step up the missionary work. That I don't see a reason for. Are you saying because most evangelicals are going to vote for Donald Trump, therefore he's going to do it? Otherwise, they wouldn't. I don't think so. It's not a religious issue. They're doing it for geopolitical gains. And what conversion is there left to be done in Northeast, really? So if those things are being done by USA's foreign policy anyway, they are going to go on anyway. Not because Trump is winning.
Do you get it now? We have to defend democracy. This is what we're defending democracy from.
Vinny.
Well, Pat, before I get, because I'm furious in the car. I was freaking turning red, and even Alpert, the chef was like, "Dude, are you okay?" I just want to give you guys an update. The body, there's a video of the body of the shooter being removed. Some reports are saying that he's an Antifa member. There's a photo of him with glasses and a dark shirt. It's unconfirmed, but I just sent to Rob a video. Also, PBD, Kenneth P. Vogel tweeted something a couple of days ago that said, Biden told donors on a private call this afternoon, it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. Let's be honest, okay? From 2016 to where we are right now, that big boy conference that they had of Joe Biden, they just realized all these donors are getting rid of the money. Clooney, everybody's backing out. They know the only way, because Biden's not leaving, the only way to do it, Pat, and you've been calling it, we've been saying it, is to kill him, okay? And thank God it didn't happen, because what they want is all of us to be fighting and killing each other. If he was killed tonight, nobody's going to sleep. Everybody's going to be taken to the streets and going crazy. It's going to be left versus right, and I just hope this wakes everybody up. It's them against us. And Tom said democracy. We're a republic, okay? When you say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic, not the democracy, to the republic. And I hope this wakes everybody up. All these left morons, Obama, Hillary, all that rhetoric, all that shit talking, all that Hitler talk, this is what we get. This is what you get, an assassination attempt. So guess.
Yeah, and this kind of thing, what Vinny is talking about here, this is coming for upper caste and especially Brahmins as well pretty soon if people don't get their things in order. So, wait, some great comments here. Avinav is saying they are asking for a separate nation for years. It's nothing new. It's only 2 states out of 8, Manipur and Mizoram. And remember, Manipur has a Hindu population too. I don't think it's going to be a problem if Trump wins. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Trump is not going to be an extra factor for this. He's just going to go along with the plan. He can't comment and make people work according to his ideas for everyone. Gordank is saying it's not the conversion that he's going to do, but rather create a Christian nation on the border of China and try to do the same in Bangladesh, just like East Timor in Indonesia. That is, yeah. But it's not going to be predicated on Trump winning or losing. That's all I'm saying. That's USA's classic shenanigans anyway. Rushdie is saying patriotism or maybe also tinge of penchant for playing with danger and power. He likes domination and control. All I'm saying is there may be other psychological explanation for this other than just patriotism. I think even that penchant for playing with domination and power is still based on patriotism, because most people on that kind of level of fame, success, and monetary success, even they do have a penchant for a bit of danger and living on the edge and stuff, but they compensate for it by going on adventure sports and doing weird sexual stuff, going on pedophile planes and stuff. This guy decided to become the president. No one else has been able to do that. So you are right, but it's still based on patriotism. It's not. It's that thing is that penchant for a cool, edgy life is not going to be devoid of patriotism in Trump's case. That's my opinion. Shankaran is saying, I have said this before and I say it again. Modi 2.0 में कमर चीमा की पीड़ा देख के मजे लेता था. अभी 3.0 में टकर कार्लसन की पीड़ा देख के मजे लूंगा. टकर कार्लसन ने तो भाई बोल दिया है कि 1945 के बाद से, जब से हिरोशिमा में बॉम्ब डाला हमने, मतलब यूएसए ने, तब से यूएसए ने कुछ ढंग का प्रोडक्शन ही नहीं किया है. Tucker Carlson has said this on Tim Pool's podcast just a few months back. It was a full live event. Donald Trump's son also came to that event, and Patrick Bet-David came to that event, as far as I remember. Tim Pool's podcast. Tucker Carlson says, ever since we dropped a bomb on Nagasaki, America has not built anything, whether in the realm of art and culture, poetry, or in the realm of science. We have not built anything that has contributed to humanity. We have been a condemned country and a condemned civilization ever since we did that. That's Tucker Carlson. And उनके दुख के मजे लेते लेते भाई देखो हमारा क्या होने वाला है. Fun times. Hindu population in northeast is dwindling. Just look at how 97,000 Mizoram Hindus were ethnically cleansed from Mizoram. It will happen. Will Manipur and Tripura mark? Now, what I'm saying is, ये तो समझ लेते हैं कि ट्रम्प आके ये और भी ज्यादा करेगा. You know that central government has kept very much quiet, has not dealt with it with strong hands or force at all. All day long, Methi Twitter handles have gone on sharing violence against them, footages of violence against them. The central government has lots of money from our temples, from our taxes. They have lots of firepower. They have lots of military power. If they really wanted, they could fuck up any terrorist they wanted. There might be other explanations at play here.
Guess what? I want to introduce everybody to the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Period. Done deal.
Yeah. And by the way, it's interesting because you know, a lot of people, Tom, feel the way like you do, and your emotional reaction to it. Obviously, we've been talking about this for the last hour while we're.
Okay, I closed it by mistake. Let me just open this again. I'm trying to get to some live news on Twitter as well. I'll open PBD's podcast once again.
I don't know who the owner.
The big boy conference that they had
from people I'm having conversations. Here's what everybody has to be thinking about. Okay, this is what everybody has to be thinking about. Neil Howe, the guy from the book, The Fourth Turning, right? He's on the podcast, Rob. I don't know what that was, 2 weeks ago, something like that. We had him on. The interview is going to go live probably this week, if not next week, this coming up week. And he explains that in the book they wrote on December 29th of 1997, he says America historically has gone through 4 turnings, and each one lasts around 20 years, right? And the 4 turning, each of them have what do you call it? Let me kind of tell you what the four turnings are, so I'm not butchering any of it. First, you have the high and arrow of building, then the awakening, then the unraveling, which he said the unraveling is, and matter of fact, let me just show this to you. If I can share the screen, I'll show it to everybody so we can kind of go through this together. Window. Oh, I got to go off the window. I want you to see this, folks, because it's important. A lot of this has to do with what we're going through today. Hang on one second for me. Boom. Here we go. Check this out. Rob, let me know if you guys can see it or not. If you can, I'll go from there, but you got to see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So check this out. These are the four things he talks about, the four turnings. He says the high, an era of building, the 50s. So he says this was from 46 to 64. That's when the baby boomers were born. The nation reunites. This is after World War II, you know, with a greater common post-crisis purpose. Society is confident in where it wants to go. Keyword, collectively. Government and institutions are more trusted and show an ability to address pressing issues. We know government is not trusted today, and mainstream media is not trusted today. Majority concerns and agendas dominate the focus of national discourse. Those outside of the majority feel stifled by the conformity. Building blocks for a strong economy are in place. Entertainment and popular culture feel more family-friendly again. Boom, then you have the awakening. Institutions come under attack. Distrust against authority and institutions is seated. The incoming generation rebels against the cultural beliefs and morals of the majority. Campus and inner city revolts, the mid-60s to the tax revolts of the early 80s. He calls that the awakening, 64 to 84. Then you have the unraveling, the harvest and separation. And this one here, it talks about institutions are weak, which kind of what we went through in 08, and distrusted, political polarity crests, wearing ideological camp individualism peaks, economies boom, but have destructive underpinnings. Concerns of minority groups dominate the focus of national discourse. Hence, LGBTQ, minority, but they're getting all the attention, right? Technology innovations make people feel more important, interconnected than ever. Then you have crisis, an era of destruction. This is the one he says we're in now. And he says it's going to last till late 2028, 2029, maybe early 30s. Institutions are weak and distrusted. Check. Institutions are torn down and rebuilt in response to perceived threats to nations' very survival. Meaning,
Okay, I just got some news on Twitter. I can't, of course, confirm it. The Visegrad 24 handle, which is a pro-Israel handle. They always share the Israel and Palestine war. They are saying that the Trump shooter was a sniper. Okay, let's see.
institutions are torn down and rebuilt. CIA, torn down and rebuilt. FBI, torn down and rebuilt, right? Civic authorities revives, cultural expression finds a community purpose, and people begin to locate themselves as members of a larger group. Now, that's what he's talking about, right? At that time. When they made those five...
Okay, so guys, Washington Post is saying Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. These shameless commies. Because whatever the deep state, conspiracy theories and stuff, all that is on a higher level. ये हेडलाइन तो भोसड़ी के डीप स्टेट आके नहीं लिख रहा है, ये वॉशिंगटन पोस्ट का कोई मादरचोद कॉमी लिख रहा है. वो उसका तुम एथिक्स समझो. वो बोल रहा है Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. CNN.
Predictions. One of them was the fact that the market was going to tank. Another one was a pandemic. Another one was going to happen to the Tea Party. Another one was what's going to happen to Russia invading one of the neighboring. You know what the fifth prediction they made? You know what the fifth prediction they made?
What?
A civil war. Not a World War III. Their prediction was civil war. Now, here's the thing. For people to realize that a civil war is... So let's role play. Assume this live right now is because they succeeded. Let's actually role play. Okay. What are we doing right now when we're live? Would we even go live right now? I don't even know if we're going live right now. I think the first thing we're probably doing right now, and I'm being serious with you, first thing on my mind right now is hiring 10 military contractors to come around me right now at the house with my family where I'm at. I'm not thinking about podcasting. First thing I'm doing is calling everybody I love. I'm like, where are you at? Go to a safe place. That's the same thing you're doing. You're not on Fox News watching what the news is telling you or CNN or different podcasts. You're thinking safety right off the bat. By the way, think about if they succeeded. Where's the temperature in America? What levels do we go? Anger, agitation, on I'm not being heard. Do you know what would happen in certain streets in America? You think Rodney King was bad? You think BLM was bad? Do you know what would happen to America if they actually succeeded? Do you know where we would be today if they actually succeeded? Go to it. That guy who, you hear Joy Reid say stuff like that. Listen to me. I don't care what it is. This guy can't be president. I don't care if Biden can't talk. I don't care if Biden can do this. He can't be president. I'm telling you, he can't be president.
If this in fact was an assassination attempt, even that would perfectly make sense, because Democrats have been telling it to their low IQ dumb fuck voters who are hopped up on mental health drugs 24/7 that this man cannot be allowed to be the president at any cost. Not this man, Joy Reid, that woman who seems to have some sort of a duty towards mankind to look as ugly as possible with every turning minute. That even after Joe Biden's disastrous debate and stuff, she went on to say that, yes, it's okay. Still, no Donald Trump, no vote to Donald Trump at any cost. So, and comedians since 2016-17 have been making jokes about holding up Trump's decapitated head and stuff. What's the message going in the minds of people who are addicted to mental health drugs?
President. They just can't. And imagine this is being pumped into young American people. He can't be president. He's the worst. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'll be the hero. I'll be the hero. That's all it takes. All these guys think they're going to be heroes to somebody. And then boom, like this, half an inch away from a civil war.
Guys, there is one significant thing going on. It's about 1 hour that Trump's been shot, right? Not a single tweet from Joe Biden's handle. How the fuck is this even possible? Because Joe Biden's Twitter handle is run by a hardly 24, 25-year-old girl. She's not sleeping right now. And it's not like she's the only one who runs the handle. No condemnation. For about 1 hour. No eyewash even. This is someone trying to sabotage Biden, I think. Again, how else can you explain this? 5 to 6 people run his Twitter handle. For 1 hour, they are deliberately giving the impression that Joe Biden does not care about this. And therefore, let's not vote for him. What the fuck is going on? How can this happen? Any theories, guys?
Then you know what takes place? Then what takes place is where America's at right now, in my opinion. Guys, we're right now in New York, okay? I'm not in Florida right now. We're in New York. And I cannot tell you how many people I'm walking around talking. Tom's with me. Vinny's with me. I can't tell you how many people are walking up to us. And where we are right now, we're in a place where a lot of wealthy people live. It's just, we're in a very interesting place. You know how many people are coming up to us and saying, hey, just so you know, we're with you, but we can't say anything in this city. Really? Yes. Hey, we're with you. We just want to let you know we're with you guys. Really? Yeah. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Okay. You're on the same page? Yeah, we're on the same page. If it was a half an inch off, I don't think it's World War III. I think some states are just going to.
I just checked the official White House handle as well on Twitter. Check this out. Nothing here. It's been about 1 hour. No one is condemning it from the government side. This is unbelievable. This is more unbelievable than Trump getting shot. How can this happen? This is unimaginable even in India. If there was a life attempt on any political leader, by now Narendra Modi might have been in the deepest yoga nidra. Someone would have tweeted from his account condemning it. Obama has tweeted. Okay. Obama has tweeted. Interesting. So is Michelle coming on the scene then?
Say, hey, California, I want to have nothing to do with you. Who's going to be their own state based on the values America was founded on? I want to move there. I think that's what happens.
I agree. I think we go right into civil war.
Yeah. Vinay is saying they are trying to play it down so that Trump doesn't get sympathy votes. How are they going to downplay this? The most famous man in the history of mankind just got shot when everyone has live internet connection, 5G, Geo, free SIMs. What is their game plan exactly? Rashi is saying They are super confident they are either going to rig the election anyway, regardless of what happens, whether even Michelle Obama comes, whether Vivek Ramaswamy stands, whether Trump is alive, dead, whether I stand for the president of USA. They Democrats are going to rig the elections. वो तो guaranteed है ही है. Or there's enough migrants to not worry about anything. Right, that is what I'm wondering. They probably don't care. Obama has tweeted because Big Mike is with Joe right now. If it was Modi, I don't know whether RG would tweet anything or not. I'm being serious. The divide is more than we realize. Avinab, you might be right. The left of India keeps on surprising me as to how evil they are. So if today Modi gets shot and Rahul Gandhi doesn't tweet, probably even that is possible today.
I think so as well. I'm telling you right now, like, people have to realize this is more than just a moment of, and the reason for it is the following reason. Because Trump is, for example, if you have an accent, anybody that's watching this, how did you get your accent? How do I have my accent? Vinny's got an accent. How does Vinny have an accent? We all have an accent.
By the way, for context, those of you who don't know, this guy is a person of color, okay? He's an Iranian Christian who had to run away from Iran because our brothers took over Iran. And he is not complaining about racism and being a person of color in USA and facing oppression under capitalism, okay? He's not very highly educated. He just joined the US Air Force, came back, read lots of books, worked hard, got into finance, then ran his own insurance company, sold it, now runs his podcast. Iranian Jew, no, Iranian Christian.
Vinny's accent is because Vinny is from New York. Okay? If you're from Texas, you got a southern accent. If you
Srihatto is saying, Namaskar Dada, I'm an Iranian origin, Bangladeshi American. Iranian origin, Bangladeshi American. I know you are Bangladeshi origin. Please talk next time about ensuring the remaining 2 crore plus 40 Bangladeshi and Pakistani Hindus. No. They can't be, their safety is not ensured. Our safety in India is only not insured. How will their safety be insured in Pakistan and Bangladesh? They have to run for their lives and go to either, if they are that poor, they probably can come to India or go to Canada, India, England, USA, somewhere. They are not safe in Pakistan or Bangladesh. But what is this thing called Iranian origin, Bangladeshi American? How can that happen? That's very interesting. Are you saying your parents are, one parent is from the Iranian side, one parent is from the Bangladeshi side?
You're an immigrant that came here when you were older, you have an accent. What do you want? Middle Eastern accent is because I'm from the Middle East. That's how we speak. There's an accent, right? So you're going to pick up the accent of the people you're around. All right. If you follow Trump and you love him, it's because you're like him. If you follow Obama or you like him, it's because there's similarities there, especially Obama because he was larger than life personality. Biden doesn't have a fan base. The best way to gauge anything is no one in America sells more merch than Donald Trump. He'll sell shoes, he'll sell shirts, he'll sell hats. Nobody sells more merch than him. Obama sold merch. He was able to move merch. Reagan sold merch. Nobody goes back and buys a Jimmy Carter t-shirt. You don't see it, but you'll see Reagan Bush 1984. How often have you seen that? You'll see it everywhere. You'll see John F. Kennedy shirts, right? You'll see Obama shirts. You'll see Trump shirts. Because these types of personalities have a loyal cult-like following that they're like, this is my guy. Obama, Reagan, Kennedy, Trump. It's a loyal following, right? Okay. You take somebody like that out, no, you just cause mayhem. So I think if we get closer to what's going on right now, and by the way, flip the script. Some of you are watching this, if you're a pro-Trump guy and that was your guy to vote for, how are you feeling? Now imagine if you're somebody that can't stand Trump, how are they feeling? What do you think they're saying behind closed doors? What do you think Joy Reid is saying right now? What do you think Joy Behar is saying right now? What do you think, I don't know, let's go to, what do you think Rachel Maddow is saying right now? What do you think these guys are saying right now when they're seeing this stuff? You think behind closed doors, everybody tweets out what? I want to pray, my prayers goes out to the president and my prayer goes out to this. But some of them, what are they saying behind closed doors? You know what they're saying behind closed doors?
PBD, guess what? The White House still hasn't responded, but RFK said, this is his tweet, now is the time for every American who loves our country to step back from the division, renounce all violence, and unite in prayer for the President Trump and his family. The White House still isn't saying nothing. And to be honest, people, I'm sorry. This is tweet. Now is the time. Guess what? The White House still hasn't responded, but RFK said, I'm sorry, I know you were speaking. I think the majority of them are saying, damn it, they didn't get him. We didn't get him. Because all that shit talking, all that he's Hitler, he's evil, take him out, all these years of that rhetoric, it's come to fruition. And it's all on them. It's on every single one of them. F. Joy Behar, F. Reid, F. CNN, MSNBC, Morning Joe, Mika Brzezinski, Rachel Maddow, anybody, Cuomo when he was talking shit, and even Don Lemon, every single one of them, this is on you. All this turned into this, and you nailed it, PBD. If he was assassinated tonight, and you're right, we probably would be flying freaking back home tomorrow and having to get ready because it's going to go down, and that's what they want. This isn't by accident, PBD. This isn't something that just happens. This lone gunman, no, he's brainwashed. He's told to do it, and who really knows who's behind it, Pat? After reading that book, Chaos, MK Ultra, CIA, brainwashing people with LSD and hypnosis. Who knows? We're never going to know. But I'm telling you, there's meetings happening right now where they're going, shit, he missed. That's what's happening. Those are the conversations, and they're all pissed off. None of them are concerned. You think any of them are worried about the orange bad man Hitler? I don't believe it.
Okay, guys, power cut happened. My power is gone. My computer is going to shut down at any moment, and I'm not going to be able to turn off my live stream as well, because I can turn it off only from my desktop. So I'll just wait for the power to come back, or I'm going to be shown as being live, but I won't be live because my desktop will shut down. When the power comes back, I will have to sit on the desktop again and then shut off my live stream. That's what's going to happen. Okay, so be ready for it. It's running on inverter at the moment.
Pat, you're not going to hear nothing from any of them, period. And that's the end of the story.
You know, I'll say this to you.
By the way, I just Googled it, what you said. Zelensky agenda, Obama mentor. Yeah, fucking creepy stuff. I had no idea. Google it, guys.
Again, I'll go back to the same idea. When you're at a bar or at a restaurant, you have kids. I have kids. You know, other people there have kids. Some are Democrats, Republican, white, black, Christian, Muslim. A guy comes in, starts shooting. Politics is out the window. Everybody's thinking about how to protect their kids and their wife and their families, right? Immediately, politics out the window. Okay, trust me, America does not want a civil war. Trust me, America does not want a civil war. And if America wants to have a civil war, we won't be 50 states. It'll be 46 states.
I agree.
It'll be 45 states. Texas is going to be like, listen, check this out. It's too much.
Yep.
It's too much. We're not dealing with the same. You guys do your thing. We got our own economy.
Texas is going to kick out Austin from their state first and foremost.
Oil resources, military, we'll be all right. You guys go do your thing. We're out of here. We'll fund it ourselves. We'll fund Fort Hood ourselves. Don't worry about it. You're okay. We'll take the federal for Texas. We'll fund it ourselves. We'll create some kind of a flat tax, and tax will probably be even lower. And businesses will go to, I'm going to be out of Texas. You do not want.
And it will still be the richest country in the world, probably. And there will still be inequality. And commie fucking NRIs will still go to Texas, even if Texas becomes a separate country tomorrow, okay?
On a civil war. That's the part. And until, you know, the whole 212 degrees, at 211 degrees, the frog is not dead yet. At 211 degrees, Tom, that's the story with the frog, right? At 200, is it 212 degrees? It's
212. Boiling point is 212, and at 211, the water's not boiling. One more degree.
You know where we are right now? We're at 211 degrees right now.
Yeah, you're right.
But you know, at 211, unfortunately, at 211 degrees, majority of the people are like, there's not going to be anything bad happening. The guy goes and interviews the lady that wrote the book. Her name is Barbara F. Walter. No relation to Barbara Walters. She wrote the book, How Civil Wars Begin. Everybody in the country she lived, when she asked them, how did civil wars begin? Everybody said the same thing. None of us saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming. So this is not a civil war podcast. The point here is, Rob, I think you got, before I go make my next point, is, you know, the idea isn't to say we're going to get into a civil war. The idea is Trump's camp, if there's anything they have to be thinking about right now, is you have to double down, triple down security as much as you can. By the way, why can't we put glass on the side so nobody can shoot them? Why can't we put stuff in the front so nobody can shoot them? Why can't there even be a glass in the front and the side? And then the mic is going to have I mean, there's plenty of creative AV. We work with a lot of creative AVs. Why can't an AV put bulletproof windows and glass everywhere he speaks, on the side, on the front? Yes, there's going to be a little bit of a, what do you call it, reflection or stuff that, you know, we can angle it properly. Lighting guys know how to do it. Why can't they put that? And he's speaking, put the speakers, big ass speakers in the front, on the side, in the back, so people can hear it. But you know for a fact, he's got bulletproof windows. Why can't you do that? Why can't you just go spend $10 million and $5 million, and this glass travels with him no matter where he goes? Everywhere he's speaking, the AV team goes up front, sets it up, boom, sets it up, boom, sets it up. I know it's a lot of legwork. We're dealing with AV people all the time. We've spent, in the last 20 years, I don't know, 50, 60, $70 million on our AV. So we've done events with 10,000 people at MGM Plus. So you can choose to increase protection. And nowadays, they even have these security things when you walk in, a fast walk through metal detectors. By the way, these things you can buy at a couple $100,000. I'll show them to you. This is what they look like. They're not the traditional types. Sam, if you're watching, can you text me the ones we're looking at, where you put out an event and it can take 4,000 people per hour, right? 4,000 people per hour, and they're a couple $100,000 to get a good amount of them. And you just simply put them up there. Let me see if Sam is texting me this or not. Okay. I think there needs to be a. Let me text Sam.
I think I found that.
He sent it to you?
Is it called the Evolve Express? That's what I'm finding. Evolve Express can have 4,000 people come through. Let me share my screen.
That's the one. That's the one. And it's like straddle, right? It's like a.
You want to really.
Yeah. So I think there needs to be an emergency meeting with AV. Like this is elementary stuff. There needs to be an AV meeting saying, what are we doing? I don't understand. Like America's filled with some ridiculous AV guys that know how to start stuff with protection. Rob, are you able to share it or no?
Yeah, I'm looking for the actual website right here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Sam is looking for it as well.
And Pat, if you think about it, and you just said it, Pat, just from a security aspect, this is a failure. There was an armed guy there, and apparently, Pat, the reports are he's dead, and another person was shot. So 2 people were killed at the assassination attempt. And then PBD, just I want to ask you, and maybe
2 people were shot. What's going on?
Moving forward, Pat, he's not holding any of these rallies anymore, unless
he's going. He has to.
But PBD, unless it's with the.
Avinav, doesn't Modi always have the glass in front of him? It's transparent. That's what he reads from, right? These days, speeches appear on that glass only. You can't see it from that side. On this side, you'll see the speech appearing on that glass.
Security that you're talking about. He can't just be out there.
He's going to. All I'm saying is this. Listen, in life, when you make your money, later on, you have to do one of 3 things. You either volunteer to a church, to charity, or politics, public service, right? Okay. To all the people watching this, if you have the ability, this is the one, I found it. Okay. What's his name? Sam, send it to me. Rob, I'm going to send it to you. Show this. I'm going to send in the emergency podcast group text.
Got it.
And you'll see it. So right now, there's a bunch of people that are watching this. You know what's needed today? Volunteers. What kind of volunteers? Ex-Navy SEALs, ex-Special Forces, ex-Special Ops. Take 5 months off work. Say, I'm not working the next 5 months. My priority is the protection of this man. Anybody that worked any kind of special ops, protection, anything you did, and you're the best of the best of the best, somebody at the top needs to filter that you're not somebody that's trying to manipulate, and they have to process all of you, background checks, all these things that you can do, and there's plenty of ways to doing that. But there needs to be volunteer work. People that run AV companies that do a couple $100 million per year. I'm talking legit AV companies. They need to call and say, guys, why can't you do, like if the shots, first of all, there's one place a person should not get assassinated from. It's the freaking sides. Because all I do is you're not even on camera. Put the glass up. You can't shoot me from the side. You understand what I'm saying? Like I should not get shot from here. Because this is not on camera. Like these are the ones concealed weapon detection. Rob, can you go a little lower? Can you go a little lower?
Yeah, my concern is how will I sleep now, because it's pretty hot around here. The fan and stuff all is going to not work. Only the inverter is somehow keeping my computer alive at the moment. The power is gone at 5:30 in the morning.
I think there's a it's like it. Well, the way they do it, there's a few of them that you go through.
That's it. It's over. It's over. Kill me. Shut the hell up. Oh, you don't like my mean words? You don't like my mean tweets? To hell with you. You guys cannot stop me. You guys are trying to kill me. It's over, Pat. It's over. Unless they try this again, which I wouldn't put it past them. He's a shoo-in. The 47th president of the United States, man. That's it. It's over. It's over. They are furious, Pat. They are furious. Hillary Clinton. I wish there was a camera on Hillary Clinton going, didn't get them. Telling you.
So let's play super skeptical right now. Okay, super skeptical right now.
I wish I could continue this conversation. My computer is going to shut down at any moment. So Avinav is saying, well, they have security providing companies, mercenaries, ex-army men serving in private security. They have guns in their houses. Still, they are worried about a civil war-like situation. What do we have? We have the police. We have law and order because of the police, and we can't do anything more than that because what if the criminals get more guns? What if the criminal tries to kill you who is already a criminal, who already has a gun? What if he gets one more gun because of liberalized gun laws? What will happen then? So anyway, a few days back on some Hindu spirituality Facebook group, some Hindutva guy had posted that Hindus need to arm themselves and stuff for self-defense. And some guy said, this was the most hilarious reply for now. So he said that it's okay that we don't have we are not armed, because if Hindus are armed, genocides, massacres, and fights will break out between different varnas, different jatis, and between Shaktas, Vaishnavas, Shaivas. So ऐसे गांडू भरे हुए हैं हिंदू स्पिरिचुअलिटी कम्युनिटी में, और हम सोच रहे हैं कि रिलीजियसिटी इज गोइंग टू बी अ प्रेडिकेट फॉर हिंदुत्व.
Say you're on the left. Say you are an AOC fan, a Biden fan, an Obama fan, a Clinton fan. What would you be saying? Think like them. Would you be saying, this is staged? This wasn't real. Look at that.
Sriyat, I have to disagree with you here. Running away is an option at many moments, because imagine the people who did not leave Bangladesh and Pakistan in 47 because of their good neighbors. 57, 67, they kept dying or left 10 years later. Or some of their relatives die, and or they get tortured, or they get manipulated. Something bad happens to them, and then they come to India anyway. Their daughters, their sons, their grandsons, or their great-grandsons, someone or the other, some decades further, decides that no, it was a mistake. Let's go to India only. Or let's get to England and Pakistan. I mean England or USA, okay. तो भाई भागना ही है, भोसरी वाला देश है तो क्या करे? तो भागना ही है तो अभी भागो.
Yeah, they just did that for props. How can somebody on the side miss the, this was a staged thing, right? There's no way this is real. Okay, some of the people on the left are probably going to say stuff like this, right? Two, you may say, well, this should tell you how angry the American people are that they're willing to assassinate the president. Like maybe it's on him.
Yeah, the patriarchy is so high. The mental health crisis, rising income inequality, राइजिंग वेल्थ इनक्वालिटी, इसमें शायद अंबानी भी घुसा देगा कि देखो अंबानी का जो विवाह हुआ है उसके वजह से जो गरीबों के बीच में लोअर कास्ट के ऊपर जो एक एंजाइटी क्रिएट हुआ है उसके वजह से ही ये हुआ है. अल्टीमेटली ये सब एक spontaneous organic outburst of emotions है against the white evil patriarchal capitalist man.
He's the reason why he's agitating so many people that somebody is willing to do something like that to him. Okay, just play that card. And go there, right? What else would you say? Think like the enemy. If you can think like the enemy, you're ahead of the game. Tom, what else would you say if you're on the other side?
I got a bunch of excuses. Oh, well, he inflamed somebody.
इसका इंटरनेट तो इंडिया जैसा हो गया.
It was
although on an average I think America's internet sucks more than India at the moment.
Somebody, they're going to spin it and make it about him. The White House hasn't said
इसका इंटरनेट बंगाल जैसा चल रहा है.
anything in over an hour, and you've got even little media people on X that are asking, where's the statement from the White House?
Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. That was the initial report from CNN.
Are you joking?
This has been clipped and clipped by a lot of people on X who are saying the same thing most Americans are. You can't even report the news that's in plain sight. This is the spin. This is the obfuscation. This is what it's all about. Trump has to fight two things: a political opponent and the media that is basically a division that uses words like targeting, like crosshairs, and uses those words to talk about him. Well, you got it. And now you've woken up the American independent that may have been sitting in the middle and is going to say, wait a minute, not this way, not.
Probably, but how many such independent neutral fence-sitters are there even at this point? Even in 2024 July, who was such that kind of a fence-sitter really? I know my NRI commie relatives, they're not going to vote for Trump just because he got shot. Who is that hypothetical man who's now going to vote for Trump, who has finally decided that no, Trump is not a corrupt man, Trump is not a fascist? Everyone who was going to vote against him decidedly had concluded that he's a fascist, evil white man, patriarchal capitalist, etc., and does illegal things, bad business dealings, etc. Trump University was a corrupt endeavor, so let's not vote for him. Because no other man in USA politics history has been corrupt. Definitely not Joe Biden. So, is such a person now going to get convinced because he got shot? How?
This way. I think the election's over, but they will blame, they will spin, and they will say, oh, it was triggered by something else, because they only know victimhood, they only know excuses, and they only know spin.
Hey, Rob, I have something I'm trying to share. It's preventing me from sharing. Okay, there you go. This is why. I mean, if you look at this, YouTube views last 2 months, May and June, combined. If you look at the CNBC all the way at the bottom, then Bloomberg, Sky News, NBC, BBC, CBS, Al Jazeera, ABC, then it's CNN News. Value Tainment and PBD podcast got more views the last 2 months than CNN. Think about that. That's a institution that's massive. And then you got Fox News, then it's MSNBC. The American, by the way, this goes back to the fourth turning saying, we don't trust you. It's that simple. We don't trust you. We don't trust what you have to say. And they keep doing it, thinking like, everybody's sitting there believing it. Rob, can you put the tweet of that one person that they're saying he may have been the shooter? You know what I'm talking about? The guy, the Antifa guy, that some people are reporting on it?
Yeah, let me take a look.
And yeah, PBD, there's actually a post of the shooter dead laying on a roof because spectators are recording him, dead body on the roof laying there. And that's where they're saying that the shooter was from, laying on top of the.
Be careful with that. Be careful with that one. Not sure about that one. Let's be careful there. But
No,
allegedly, possibly.
I'm just saying, I'm saying I'm seeing tweets. I'm not saying I'm confirming it. I'm just saying what I'm seeing on X. And it's saying that people are recording. I'll send this around. It's from a distance. But look, this guy is just laying on a roof. And
there may have been two shooters. And we'll know better here. But look, the point is there's going to be a lot of other stuff that we're going to hear about in the next, couple hours, tomorrow, and a bunch of other things that's coming in with people texting me left and right. The administration needs to get a hold of Trump's administration. I'm sure they're talking to Eric Prince. You need private military contractor. Anybody who can volunteer to support, you need to volunteer and support for the next 4 or 5 months. The RNC needs people there in investigating every single possibility of something being taken place. Bomb squad needs to go to audit the bomb squad of the bomb squad of the bomb squad. Sometimes when...
Yeah, if that's going to happen, then even libertarianism is going to come to India by next week. Okay, then guys, I'll end the stream because the power is not coming back. My computer is going to shut down. Let's not leave it at the live streaming position. So there's not much to comment on at the moment. I wish the power came back. So good night, guys. This is insane stuff. Hope good things happen to all of us, all our countries. Thank you, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.